Listening to E through for the first time. I wasn't listening when I was writing it, recording it. I was just recording it, But now when I listen to it, I think, well, first of all, be a bit clearer, Marshall. Buddhism turned out for the Far East, in fact, in the end. Ashoka was an interesting in-between. He's the great king of India. But the Persian religion for India was actually Hinduism, of course, which is the Persian pantheon in virtually the same names even, goodness gracious. But then, of course, Christianity likewise was, Roman religion borrowed Greek names. But the Greek religion, not just as Rome received it, and the Greeks received it, but was again Persia. I do really follow closely Reza Georgiani's discourse on the primacy of the steppe people, Scythians, as he refers to them, Collectively, I think all the Asian horde are more or less Scythian in a sense. Wanderers, nomadic. They personify what man is, a wanderer, you see. And he invades the lovely places he finds, rapes and pillages, and bears children. And they become, some of them quite wonderful. Saints, if you like. Enlightened beings. Oh yeah, where was I? Buddhism, no, that was for the East. If you want to recover from communism, you would bring Buddhism back to China. Hinduism, it's still in India. And the Jesus story in the West. Amazing, isn't it? But in fact, the whole world, communism, for instance, its basis is wonderful. You can't fault it. It's the fellowship, the brotherhood of man. Socialism was man shouldn't be cheated of his, the product of his labour. It's being siphoned off to capitalists and landowners and so on. But it's his work. He's being cheated from the benefit of it. It's him that should own the land and the capital. And communism was, then again, an astonishing enlightenment. It's that from every man according to his ability, to every man according to his need. A blind person has great needs. We should be showering riches upon them to make up for their handicap. If we loved and cared for them, we would. And we need to. And until we do, we are not ready for heaven. We demonstrate it every day. We're supposed to be here. We're suffering some of the knocks of life here, that we might learn that what we truly value is compassion, gratitude, love, kindness, care, creativity, peace, harmony, joy, unlimited joy together, communion. eternal friendship. That's what it's all about. Where am I? I'm in F. F is the preparation, the Friday, the day that prepares for the Sabbath. And what's the Sabbath? Heaven. And heaven's eternal. It's not just the seventh day of the week. When you found heaven, you don't want to leave. The near-death people do not wish to come back to earth for their own sake. They want to come back for their children or their loved ones who are pining, and they don't want them to pine. And they want to help them in their struggle. And they come back, many of them, with totally transformed values. Magnificent people. Not all. But even so, transformed. Perhaps not ready for heaven yet, but transformed and taking a different path to before they had their near death, as they call it, their death experience. And some of them experience sheer hell and are frightened to death and will not speak of it. But it's certainly changed their way of living now they've returned. And we trust our Heavenly Dad that it's all for blessing. For an all-powerful God that loves us does all things well. And we find we are much the better in life for trusting such than not. So we do. It's the pragmatism of preparing for the Sabbath, isn't it? Oh, we're going to have a day of rest. We better make sure the meals are there. We'll prepare the meals and put them in the fridge for tomorrow. Yes, I'll bake a cake. Are you going to make some biscuits as well, Mum? Well, if we've got time, yes, okay. And we have a nice meal this evening, a Sabbath meal. Oh, yeah. Can we have ice cream? Oh, well, I'll make something nice, don't worry. How about, whatever it is that they love. And you have a Sabbath meal together. You're thinking of the communion of heaven. And when you do, you don't wish to return. Bless you. And there's no need for you to return truly. For God will put all things right here. Anyway. I've just watched the tiniest mite that I could see on my screen. He walked across it, and he's now walking down the seam between the plastic frame and the glass screen. Well, probably the cover on the glass screen, but I can still see him. He's a little being, and he's probably seeking food or company, and yet I wouldn't even know where to blow him for safety. I'll leave him where he is. I'll leave him in your hands, Heavenly Father. For I trust you love and care for him as much as you love and care for me and Jesus in the story. You have no favourites. This is my creed. Your loving kindness. Your glory. Wonderful one. So we enter heaven. You're not interested in any astral world or experience, nor any causal thought world. You are your Heavenly child, your Heavenly Father's child. And you know it? This is all you want. My soul longs for you. I will accept nothing else. And for this tiny, tiny, tiny soul too, I will accept nothing else but the glory and love of God. Love you, Heavenly Dad. So we entrust all our loved ones and all life to Him by His grace and His goodness, because we are children of God, and that's how He's made us. Thank you, Heavenly